Okay guys, I'm back with the Krion Conquest 80% learning tutorial. So if you guys have seen the first 3 parts, this will be round 4. Again, I am in no means an expert of this game, I am just learning myself, but I think it's cool to do this for RGR because it is such a difficult game, and it's a very technical run to learn. So I figured as I'm learning, you know, it can help you guys learn along too. If you have any questions, you can obviously ask me. I'll start doing run attempts very soon as well. So this is round 4. There's 3 stages in round 4 as well. This one's going to feature a lot of vertical zipping. Very precise setups too. This first zip is very hard to set up because basically I'll show you, you want to go up here. If you go down you die, so don't go down. Because you basically want to get stuck into this wall here. That's the wall you want to get stuck into. You might have a better way to set this up. You might find a way that works more consistently for you. But basically the way that I do it is shoot the broom, try to stand right on the edge there. So you want to go forward, then go back, and then right when, like, I'm trying to find the best way to show this. So when the broom's coming back the other way, it's like right when this part of the broom crosses the edge here, you want to start going up again. And then the edge of the broom on the left side should be right about there in comparison to this cloud here. And that's how you know, and you know, once you're standing on the edge of the broom too, that's usually the best way to set this up. It's really hard to explain. So just like that, and then turn back right, and this should be okay. So you want to hold select, and then once you're in the wall... Yeah, see, I'm not close enough. So that was no good. You're gonna have to just play around with this, quite honestly, because I haven't found a better way to set this up yet. See, that looks okay. Okay. So if you're holding select and then you start jumping right as you're going into the wall, then now we're good. We're good here. So that's what you want to do. Can't really explain it in any more detail. I don't know any other way to set it up, so you guys might find a better way that works better for you. But that's the way that works for me. I'm not gonna go too far into that one because, quite honestly, again, like it's hard to show, but that's how it would look. And this is the end result. Because then after this, you're just gonna hold select and then just mash A. The way to do it without the zip would just be to fly on the broom through here. You don't want to go up the left side though, you want to go up the right side here. You'll see in the next screen. There's nowhere to go on the left side, so you want to go up the right side there if you're going to fly with the broom. But here, like, you literally just keep going. Hold select, keep going. So here, actually, if you end up flying through with the broom, you get to this point. Here you can do where you select, tap right, and then go up the wall. You could do that. There's an extra life over there for safety if you are flying up. You can go grab that. So here, when you're getting out of the wall, oops. I'm going to do my pause and unpause jump there. So you can do that. That's basically what you want to do when you're getting out of the wall too. I'll do this one more time. Like this. So you guys can kind of see what it looks like in real time. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. This part might trip me up the most, quite honestly. Alright, this looks pretty good. Hold select, right when I'm inside of the wall, start. That's pretty good. So if you can just replay that over and over again, try to see if you can develop your own visual cue for it. Or again, fly up with the broom till you get to this point, and then you can get stuck in the wall there. It does the same thing, it's just not as fast. It's completely safe that way. You might take damage there if you're not quick enough. Not a huge deal though. So you can jump out of the wall and do the pause buffer jump to grab that life if you want. Otherwise, you want to fall out, pause buffer jump, and then you're back up here. Okay? That's the first part of 4-1. The rest of it, kind of just go through it like that. It's no big deal. Okay, so there's this section here. There's 2 ways to do this. Either this is the safest way to do it, just to go around. Just like that. The other way you can do it, which is very difficult, but I found a kind of easier way to do it, is to... shit. Because you want to do like a turnaround and get stuck in that wall right at the end there, and then do a vertical zip to pass all that kind of like sneaking through section. Let's see if I can show that to you guys. Oh man. Gotta be careful with your jumps. It's very easy to walk off a ledge. Just gonna kill that guy. There's a small little health drop. That's what those look like. Alright, so... oops. It takes a while to get used to the physics in this game, so don't get frustrated. Try not to get frustrated anyways. It's all part of it. You'll learn what to do, what not to do. So here, the fastest way is to just do something like that. You'll hold select and turn around. I think it's a 3-frame window though. And obviously if you miss it, you die. And you're back at the beginning. So that really sucks. So I wouldn't recommend that at all. You can play around with it. Maybe if you find it's very consistent for you, you could do it. It's certainly not race friendly, but I did find a way to make it race friendly. And give you a little bit more time anyways to set it up. So you can see this guy right here, take damage, holds, so just like that. Okay? It's not as fast as doing it the optimal way, but... because the optimal way, again, is just to do like that. Oh, I had it too, but I let go of select before I started mashing A. That's the optimal way to do it, but race-friendly way. If you have to, you can kind of do one of these to set that enemy up. Just like that. Alright? Or otherwise just walk around the long way. Kill this guy. Because then the rest of the 4-1 is same thing, so hold select, tap left. Watch out for that guy. And then you'll just mash A the rest of the way here. Skip this screen, and then you zip right past this little mini boss here. That's 4-1, okay? These levels are very difficult. I would practice. Level 3 is difficult in its own way, just figuring out your own way to get around all those enemies without taking as much damage, and the boss skip can be a little difficult to get at first and to memorize it. This stage is very difficult because it's very intensive because there's a lot of mashing, and some of the setups are really tough too. Okay, so 4-2, you want to start right off with the broom. Kill that guy. Let me see, 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. It's 4-2 with it. Extra life up here for safety, just be careful. Alright, we'll go through this. Okay, so the beginning of 4-2, kill that guy. You gotta be careful too, see what happened there. So I jumped up to kill this guy. I tried to jump, but my broom kind of killed me. The broom stopped my momentum altogether and killed me. Okay. So you might want to just do something like that. Or just figure out the best way. Like, you might even want to just do something like this. A little slower, but it's certainly a lot safer. Okay, and then here you want to make sure you duck. Otherwise you'll fall right off. Okay, so again, be very careful if you're going to go grab this life, because if you go up and your broom hits the ceiling, or the floor or whatever, you're just going to fall right to your death without even expecting it. So anytime the broom makes contact with any solid object, so you might be like, oh, I'm going to go right up. Oh, no, I'm not, I'm dead. Instead of gaining a life, you lost one. That's a 2-life differential right there for a stupid mistake. So just be careful. Like, do something like this and then jump off at the end if you're going to grab that. I would recommend grabbing it just as a safety, because again, the last boss can be kind of tricky too, can trip you up really easily. Especially if you're going for the frame perfects, which we'll get to in a later video, the next video actually. So, anyways, just be careful there. Alright, the rest of this one... I don't know if you have to kill that guy or not. Okay, so yeah. So we'll kill this guy, kind of set ourselves up here. Alright, so there's two ways to go about this part too. So either you'll set up a broom here, because you wanna get stuck in this wall. The fastest way to do it is to do it from here. Of course, it's very dangerous. See, you gotta be pretty precise there. I probably wouldn't recommend this for the race, but if you're learning and doing PB attempts and you want to do it the fastest way possible, you might want to consider this. So, you want to set yourself up as far over as you can. But see, if you turn, you die too. Because your first instinct is to like go back and then make sure you can clear your jump. The problem with that though is you saw, like, once you turn around, like, you die. So you gotta jump first and then get on the broom. Once you're on the broom though, you're fine. Like, as long as you don't jump or walk off the side of it, like, you're good. Like, this thing will stay here forever. Because then you can get stuck in the wall, mash all the way up. Okay. Alternatively, what I would recommend for the race anyways, unless you're super comfortable with that setup, is to just go around. I wonder how consistent that is. Let's just try something here. Oh, okay. So that's another way you could do it too. It's another way you could set this up, I think. So you could just go up, jump into the wall, hold might not be worth it to do that right there. Let's try something like that. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so you can just jump off, hold select, and then tap left. Don't let go of select though, and that gets you stuck right in the wall. That's pretty cool. Again, if you're not comfortable doing that, I might do that myself. That's a pretty sweet setup there. You can go around a long way here. Ultimately, you want to get stuck in this wall either way. You could get stuck there. That's a lot safer. Anyways, I can explain this too. So you're going to mash all the way through here. There's another mini-boss. Now, once you hit this screen transition, you need to hold right. And that puts you over there. Hold select. Jump until you're out. And then you can move on, okay? That part, you can just do exactly what I just did there, so just jump over these guys as they come. They do a lot of damage, so try not to hit them. I don't know what the best way to do this is. Did it so good that first time. Just like that. And then this is the end of the level, I believe. Yep. So, you want to jump into the screen transition and make that as fast as possible. Just mess around with that, though. I don't think I need to really explain too much about it, and like too much more about that. Yeah, just try to time your jumps. Oh, Jesus, don't jump in this place. Jump about right there to hit the screen transition as early as possible. That's pretty cool about that setup, though. That's nice. I'm learning. Okay. 4-3 is difficult. I'm gonna switch to the broom right away. Okay, so this section, there's a couple ways to do this. I'll just jump over this guy. And then same thing with these guys. Same way to avoid them, too. I'll shoot a broom at the end there to get around that guy. What I found, if you shoot a broom right at the right spot here, you can kind of just glide through without taking any damage. Maybe like, I think like right there. Though I took damage on the first guy. But at least that way we can just kind of do something like that. Be careful though, careful with the broom, see what happened. It clipped that floor and then I fell to my death. Alright. Switch to the broom. You can mess around with this, whatever works best for you. Actually, that might be pretty good. No, too high. It needs to be like 1 pixel lower than that. You just do something like that. Jump around these guys. If you take damage from the boomerang, that's not the end of the world. We'll just keep going here. Okay, so from here you want to just go around. I'm not going to cover this part. You can zip up this wall, go around the spikes, but I don't know how to get her out of the wall afterwards, so I'm not gonna explain that. You can check out Endy's run. I'm pretty sure Bad Breaks' run does it too, if you want to see what that looks like, but for the sake of this tutorial, since I don't know how to do it, I'm not even going to cover it. So here, is we'll just go around, go up. Again, just be very careful where your broom is here, because you need to go around this way. Around these spikes. Okay, that's good. So just be very careful. Okay, so for here, we're going to go down. And then we're going to go up. These guys, watch out for. You might want to do one of these, like just crouch and shoot till you kill him. This, you want to have as much health as you possibly can for this section here. Alright, let me just save state here. So here, make sure you're ducking. Please make sure you're ducking here, because if you're not, you just die. I did that like 3 times in a row. I'm like, why do I keep dying there? What is happening? And then I saw the ceiling there, so just make sure you duck through this part here. Okay. Now, there's a couple ways to do this part. You can either just take damage. This is why you want to have a lot of health, though. Okay, I avoided it there. But yeah, so you can see how dangerous this part is, so this is probably not a good amount of health to have through here. Especially if anything funny happens on the boss, too. And you guys will see what the boss looks like here in just a few minutes. To see how easy it is to die, like, if you just don't have enough health. So... duck. Okay, I avoided that first one. Did not avoid that second one. If I get hit here, I might just do something like this. Ah! That guy does a shit ton of damage. So, again, if you grabbed enough lives earlier, it might be a good idea just to take a death in the beginning of this level. Just to make sure that you have enough health the rest of the way. Alright, so just note my health here, actually. This is 4 bars of health. You want to most likely have more than that when you get to this part. I don't even know like a good way around that guy. Might just have to do this over. I can figure out a way to kind of get around this without taking so much damage. That'd be ideal. Get lucky and get like a health drop or something. Ah. Well, it seems to be pretty easy to avoid this first one anyways. Oh, there we go. Very good. Some kind of like wiggle move there. Alright, I got 1 tick of health left. Guess that's good enough. We'll do the boss with 1 tick of health just so I can show you guys. Alright, so for this boss, we're gonna use the ball weapon. Because you gotta hit like the little, again, you gotta hit the little red button or whatever you want to call it on top of his head. The only way to really do that effectively is to use the ball weapon. You can see that. I'll show you guys how punishing deaths are, because you start all the way at the beginning of the round, so round 3-3, or 4-3, excuse me. We start all the way at the beginning. Just a big time loss. Don't want to do that. You know what, I'll just load up my saves. I think the save state actually on the boss that I made only has 1 tick of health too, so should be fine. Yep, it has 2. Okay. Alright, so switch to the ball. You want to position yourself to where you'll be doing damage. So, sucks having this amount of health because it's hard to explain it. Just gonna reset it. But... actually, I can explain that here. So you can notice with the ball, if you shoot it, it goes up automatically. But if you hold up, it shoots it from a different angle. Can you see that? So you want to just play around with it, and whatever, you want to position yourself to a point where you can just mash and hit them all at the same time, right? So like, That's not good. Closer. I recommend doing it while holding up. It's the easiest way to kind of eyeball it out. Okay, so he has two phases, or two whatever attacks. One is the missile attack. So just keep an eye on the missile. Once you see the fire start to come out of the back of the missile is when you want to jump, because then you should avoid it. The second phase, he moves up a little bit, so you need to move back a little bit. And then he'll throw like I don't know, I think it's like a rock, or it's like his fist or something. I'll try to just show you guys avoiding this stuff first. So, fire, jump, fire, jump, fire, jump. Okay, now he's moving up. So you kind of just keep an eye on that thing. This is the right position here. If you don't move, it hits you. It does a lot of damage too. But it's pretty easy to avoid it. Once you see it coming, you just jump. It's really not that hard. But just the missiles can be a little hard, so I just use that visual cue. And once you see the fire, jump. Fire, jump. You can keep shooting too. Just watch the missile. Once you're in the right position, then you want to move back a little bit. Ah, see? I wasn't paying attention. I was too worried about my position. If you have to avoid a couple of attacks before you can position yourself, you know, just do that. Let's load this up again. That fire was going to take too long. Alright, so switch to the ball. Fire, jump. Fire. Oh, I jumped too early. Oh, I didn't die though. The missiles only do 1 second damage, which is nice. Seems to shoot 3 missiles, and then it looks like that first little arm throw that he does misses you if you move back. So that's kind of cool too. Like if you move back right when he moves back, if you kind of like buy yourself some time. So this takes a lot of practice, just to get used to everything. So let me just try to just do it. Now that I've explained it enough, I mean, I think you guys... Fire, jump. Mash, mash, mash. Fire, jump. Fire, jump. Okay, move back. I'm out of position. See, because I was too worried about my position there too, and I got walloped. I think he shoots at the same rate too, like his little hand attack there. So... like, ideally you'll come into this fight with more health. Oh, okay, so if you move before he moves, then he hits you, so you just gotta be careful here. I'm gonna try to just do this once now that I've explained it. I didn't jump. You know why? Because I was shooting at the same time I tried to jump, and as we explained already, when you try to do that, kills your jump. Oh wow, he only shot 1 missile that time. And I think he's stuck in this pattern the rest of the fight. Like, even if you only do like a couple of attacks and then just... that's probably the best way to do it. Might not be the safest way to do it, but just to make sure that you're able to jump. Just get into that kind of rhythm here. I would just mess around with it, just practice it a little bit. You get it down pretty easily, but that's round 4 of Krion Conquest. Round 4 is a lot of vertical zips, a lot of tough setups. And a lot of spikes too, so just the platforming is very important, so just be careful of when you're jumping, when you're shooting, and when you're doing everything around it. So, but anyways, I have rounds 1, 2, and 3 done as well. This is round 4. I'll make one more for the final boss. This is the final boss too. There's no stage here, it's just this one little hallway, and then you're in the boss fights. There's 3 phases, I guess, to the boss, and then you're done, so I'll do that in a separate video. But anyways, I really hope this helps. Again, if you need the save states, just message me on Discord. Check out RGR Discord, it's pinned in the race channel. But yeah, good luck, guys. Let me know if you have any questions otherwise, and can't wait to see the runs. Thank you, guys.